Well, everybody, as you can see, I'm not exactly surprised. This is another tragic day for France. What happened to so many people, innocent people, is just so tragic. And what is even more tragic is that it could all have been prevented had all the people, all the executive of the police in France, in the United States, and all the people that I worked so hard to gather their addresses had paid attention to my warning. This is sad. This is very, very sad because these people think I'm deranged. They think this guy is crazy. He's looking for his 5-minute fame or something like that. When my dedication is so pure, so true. All I want to do is to make people aware that there are no accidents, and all the acts of God can be challenged. You know, I work like Nostradamus. Many of you have read the specific newsletter that I wrote, and if I'm correct, yes I am, November the 5th, many days before the dramatic terrorist attack in Paris again killed innocent people. At that point, I don't know what to do anymore. It's just, you know, why am I so concerned with your life? I'm 66 years old very soon. Time for me to retire and let this crazy world go to hell. I wish I could think like that, feel that like that, but I can't, because there's so many children out there that needs to know what's going on above their head and connect with God's cosmic divinity. And these kids needs to know I'm not a devil. I'm here to help them. Something that took all my life to learn, to digest, and even to teach. This cosmic art cannot be lost. It has to survive, and that's why I'm doing all this work. Now, I'm gonna take this camera out of here, and I'm gonna show you pretty much what I did. Now, this is the page. Every one of you hopefully took the time to read it, because I can express myself better when I write, and I use always titles that are, sometimes offending, so people can only, click on it or just run off. But this is the way I work. Now, as you can see, in big letter, please share Whiling, help to save lives. How many of you did share that particular newsletter? Now, I did the translation as Nostradamus would have done through the quatrain. I mean, what is it that you cannot really understand here? Hidden secret, sex, money come to light. Raw power, challenge, police, deadly, villain, ugly face of death, drama, horror, surface. Nature, man's religion, bloody folly, reign. I mean, how can you not connect with those words? And if that is not enough, and if it's not clear enough, then you still have, of course, the keywords. The keywords tells you about Russia, death, dramatic news, the police, the FBI, terrorism, sex, wake-up calls. It is impossible for anyone who has a brain not to be able to perceive the quatrain and the keywords that I'm writing. Now, I also did it in French. And sad enough, all my French citizens in France, many of them cannot read English. They cannot speak English. So you would expect that the Secret Service would, by looking at something like this and looking at the dates, pay a little bit more attention to what is to come. the worst of my predictions for last. And when I post that, the number of deaths was 60. It was much more, double since then. Yes, the FBI visited me twice already. You can read it. You can take the time to click on those links and read. I even was on the radio with Peter Santilli explaining what happened. And still, the FBI knock at my door, wondering if I am a sleeping cell, instead of learning from me. What are they waiting for? It's just insane. You know, as I said, at that point, I do not really know. I do not really know what to do anymore. It won't be long before I post another video where something like this is going to happen in the States. Or anywhere else for that matter. It's just a matter of time. ISIS is a reptilian-infected group. These people are Neptunians. It's like you trying to converse with a fish that lives in his own world, that does not understand your language, that is really ready to die and kill you because their life is meaningless. There is absolutely no respect for your life or even their own life. The world they live in is so destitute. They all have been so conditioned to hate us and to die for a dream, for a false God that is promising you hell when you are on hell, and then 30 virgins once they die in the name of their prophets. Oh my gosh. And what a young world did I land on, and what do I have to do next to help you to understand that my SOS to the world are very real. The FBI, the Secret Service should anticipate. It's not every day that this happen, but always during those SOS to the world deadly windows. It's cosmic energy that I decipher. It's like an Egyptologist deciphering the hieroglyph. I do the same with the cosmic code. And that it's such a huge gap between the traditionally educated elites of the police, the FBI, and the Secret Service. Those kids, they're kids. They're 30, 40, 45-year-old. They're kids fresh out of college. They have no idea of the humongous, mysterious, extraordinarily powerful world above their head. But just because nobody taught them, just because they cannot see or touch it, doesn't exist. Result, death. What's even more incredible is those universal cosmic windows act in tandem with your personal cosmic biorhythm, which means a lot of people were in Paris and only a few, sad enough, were chosen to die. Yeah, the reality is the majority of these people were out when the cosmic wind were against them. And not only their personal cosmic biorhythm, but the universal negative window was accentuated per se on that very specific days. And the reptilians are cosmic conscious. Those nefarious extraterrestrials are cosmic conscious. That means they are using the superconscious in time and space. They are using the cosmic codes so that they can kill. And nobody is listening. Oh, I'm not saying nobody. Many of you are sensitive and spiritual enough. Not all the people on this earth are idiots or subhuman or underdeveloped. And again, if I wrote the word subhuman or idiot, I'm not writing to you. I'm not writing for you. I'm writing for the world. So if you suffer an inferiority or an insecurity complex, it's going to show up because you're going to take my words personally. I'm not writing for you. Remember. So leave me alone. Don't attack me. Leave me alone and try to benefit from my cosmic wisdom instead of trashing me, laughing at me, ridiculing my 65 years of incredible spiritual work that I had to do so I can serve you as a real prophet. Now, again, please share my post. Help me, because your government's not going to help you. The Secret Service, they are all over my website. They came and visit me twice already. They still don't get it. And you would think and hope, knowing they're on my website, they would read and double or triple security when I give those windows. Now, Dr. Teresa nutcase. When I'm not a nutcase, and that's for me to know and you to find out in time, when I'll be back right here doing the same thing again and again and again, and then you teach your children God, cosmic divinity, the God that unify everybody, the universal God that's not going to send you to hell because you already are on hell in your fears, in your ignorance, in your stupidity. So grow out of your religious conviction. Do not behave like ISIS. Do not become an atheist, because God is real. My karmic God is real, and I speak and translate the language of God. Please do your cosmic biorhythm. Check it for you and for your children, or become the victim of the next terrorist attack. And I already gave you the date, so you watch. Thank you for listening.